All right, good afternoon, everybody. We are back from the horrendous situation this weekend, trying to set up a base that it appears, from what I've learned after the fact, most of my problems were from trying to build the entire base in one go, getting the wireframe put together all at once. That seemed to create a ton of issues where it didn't recognize it should be attached to our base and be a part of our base because our base didn't really exist yet. Oh, another problem you're going to run into when you reload. Sometimes your turret gunners are just going to be on the outside. So never save and reload in the middle of a fight that involves your turret gunners. They will all be outside and you will be hosed. What are you two up to? You guys should be doing something, right? So, we've got our turret gunners and we'll probably move them to a separate group. But we've got a lot of people that are doing nothing. Big old bags of nothing. So we got these guys working on building materials. And we sent one of our thralls up to finish doing more recruiting. So we're basically letting the robots cover not only the actual, what would you call it? The actual turret guns, because that I just can't be asked to have turret gunners that are human if I can help it. I just can't be asked to do that. Um, we're also going to have them doing the maintenance and things like that. And our plan is to have the actual cultists, the humans, are going to be our fighters. We're going to have a bunch of little bobble-headed redheads fighting the good fight as members of our cult. We're going to send Cat out once we figured out how we're going to make some money to get our human recruits sent directly to us. That's the main plan here. When it comes to recruiting our cyborgs, the easiest way is to just come up here to Venge. We recruited some of the skin bandits, and instead of calling them weak thralls, we just called them thralls. They are going to be kind of our way of recruiting more robots just because they're much more skilled in combat. They're going to be much more capable of doing the recruitment. So we just sent one of them. He's going to get into combat with some of these weak thralls, recruit them, and then bring them back to base. I don't think we need a ton more. Because if you look at it, we've got our green fruit being made. Is anyone set to engineer? No. Why isn't anyone... Oh, those just need water. Okay, those are built already. So we've got our food being built. We have a ton of hemp. We're going to be able to make either cloth or hash. We're going to need cloth in the long run, but we might... I think we'll set up hash first. Hemp processor. Ooh, we're going to need copper alloy plates and electrical components. Ain't that a pain? And then storage, hashish. We will store our sheesh. And I think we're just going to have a separate guy managing the actual hashish production. But we did manage to get enough wind and batteries to be functional. Now it's really a matter of filling out the rest of our turrets. And then we're going to work on getting our crafters set up. We've got some iron plates here. Oh man, these are packed full already. But we want to have enough iron plates, enough fabric, and then eventually we're going to have to process steel. We're going to wait to do that until our our crafters are actually ready to craft at that level. There's no point in wasting the materials and time and effort. We're going to make an absolute ton of iron plates. That's the plan. Looks like all we're going to need are those copper alloy plates. And that should get us some quick cash. And then from there, we'll start making fabric after that. So, Kat, you've got some stuff to sell. It's probably enough to get some copper alloy plates. Do we have anything else over here worth selling? No more skins. We've got some food for a while, which is nice. I don't really plan on selling the hemp in that form, at least. So let's go see if we can safely get to Morn and buy some copper alloy plates. We're only going to have like the one guy processing it and just accept that it's going to take a while, because I don't want to invest too far into it. The main idea here is to just have enough food to keep us going and have enough of the crafting materials we need to equip our characters. So the other thing we need to set up is a place to cook food. Set up this cooking stove here with lights to make sure it goes well. And then we should have some thralls that aren't doing anything. Like this guy's not doing anything. We can put him. I don't want to put one of them on some nonsense though. We'll have him help guard the base. Yeah, let's get another squad going. We'll call it turret gunners. Well, actually, let's call this turret gunners. And we'll move anyone else to workers. Cat, how you doing? You're right outside, Morn, waiting to die. That's not great. You have exactly the 3 plates I need. Alright, alright. That's respectable. We made a little bit of profit on the way. That's good. We did have to change up our location for our base, and now, knowing what I know, I might have been able to pull it off if I'd have started with a small building or something and then put the walls up, but we'll call it good for now. My recruiter isn't encountering any frenemies. Luckily, the lasers don't seem to bother skeletons. They're just somehow immune to giant balls of fire and doom. But we're only going to need a handful more for random jobs. I think we can get that covered with who we have, and then the rest will be just turret gunners. Okay, so yeah, we don't have you doing anything. We can have you cook. We need a food storage. But having robots handling all the random work around here will cut down on the amount of food we need, and it's just something nice to take advantage of. You know, they don't really have downtime unless they get severely injured. So this first guy can go down to workers. So can he? Yup. Yup. And like all of those, then it's like the back half of these guys are also workers for some reason. I don't know why I did it this way. And then all the rest of these guys are turret guards, which is pretty sweet. We've got the ability to produce hash. We could have Beep do that. He would love that, right, Beep? Need something to make you feel better after losing that arm. He's having a terrible time right now, poor guy. What is his? He's not even being penalized for having an injury, so this is a perfect thing for Beep to do. You get to help Beep. You'll make the stickiest shit anyone has never known. I don't know what that means, but apparently it's good. I just remember that standing right here, we would get constantly attacked, so hopefully that will hold true. But if you look, we're going to be making food, we're going to be making hash to earn some money. We've got iron plate production out the wazoo. There we go, time to recruit. Put out a Indeed ad. And Indeed ad. Oh, my brain's melting. Kabap. Ooh. And see, he came equipped, man. He's got the armor penetration and damage versus robots mercenary club, so he's ready to rock. He's ready to do some old school recruiting. 37 interviews. That's what this guy's about to go through. 37 interviews. We do our recruiting just like an evil corporation. And I guess we could just have him like go wade in the water. Wasn't there another guy down here somewhere? Did he get up and run away? You got. Oh, there you are. Are you dead? You're not dead. Great. Should probably pick you up before repairing you. Why can't I do repairs now? That's so weird. Why is it not letting me repair this guy? Come on. Oh, he's just so injured it doesn't matter. That's why the repair kit can't do any more for him. Okay. Okay, well, he'll come back around eventually. Oh, there we go. Hello there. I would like to talk to you about your ass's extended warranty. Oh no. Oh no, we lost the fight. Oh, get up, you goon. No, pick him up. Take him over our super secret, not obvious at all recruitment center. Here we can see our recruiter in action. Come on, guys. Let's see what you got. No, get back here, you weasel. Pow. Come on, hit him with that mega ball. Bang. Oh, with the elbow. What was that? Some Muay Thai bullshit. Oh no, he's doing like a quick swing. It looked like an elbow. Bam. It's not really going to take much to get the last few robots we need. Then we can, like I said, we'll probably have a robot go do that recruiting as well. We could send this guy to do that just because we want someone who can sit there, not starve to death, and ask them to send us recruits. Well, it doesn't do a whole lot of good recruiting like that, now does it? Oh, they're not busy. What the hell? Let's see if we can get a few more recruits. Nice. That is what I'm talking about. Get him put in there. The other guy get up and leave already? That was quick. Maybe I should have sent more people to do the recruiting just so there wasn't those lost fights that we're seeing over there. What do we have? We have a cook and we already got a hash guy because Beep's taking over that. So yeah, you can be crossbow gunners. Why not? We're sending most of them there, so we'll bring recruitment up to the middle. No, to the middle, guys. And then since these guys are going to gunners, we'll move them down here. How many more do I need? 1, 2, 3, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 25 still? I don't think we're going to go that crazy. We'll do 5 more and we'll call that good enough. Yeah, I built way too many turrets. We'll build 5 more and call it good. Or we'll get 5 more and call it good. Well, now we only need 2 more. That's pretty excellent. goodness. The camera's going crazy on me. What do they have? Blood spiders? You guys can just keep running. Don't worry about the blood spiders. They don't eat much. Okay, well now we just need to get ourselves to a relatively safe city. I think the hub will be one of the best. Or we could go straight to Ishijuku. Yeah, let's try Ishijuku straight up. Let's see how that goes. So now we have hash growers, food producers. We should be good to go. I don't think we're going to have a huge cult army. But if we need to expand our food production, we will. That shouldn't be a big deal. Most of the quote unquote recruits we have don't require food right now. Holy assault? Out here? Why? They have no claim to the lands out here. The holy nation comes all the way out here. They are why we don't. What? Is this because we join with the Flotsam? The holy nation comes all the way out here if they hate you enough? Man, what a load of crap. That is absolutely nonsensical. One, two, three, four, five. I really can't overstate how unhappy I am that we're still going to get attacked by the Holy Nation. That is completely bogus to me. Alright, we're going to go ahead and save and reload. No, 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 my goodness. Almost overrode another playthrough. Cheers. Now this has us producing iron plates, raw iron, building materials, food, hash. We're doing all of the things that we need to do. Beep's already made almost a full storage bin worth of the stuff. Oh man. Alright, Thrall. Let's get you to Ishijuku. You can do it. Come on. Come on, you gotta move. Question is, where's that holy assault coming from? Kind of felt like it would have been Blister Hill, maybe? We've got reinforcements coming from somewhere. I guess we'll get a notification and just have to watch for it. Alright, we're gonna need more money before we can do a whole lot of recruiting, it looks like. We're pretty short on cash. I'd like to see Jaglonger and Gurgle getting to work soon. What is happening here? Why are you guys down there? What the fuck? Oh, we reloaded. My goodness. See, what did I tell you? Don't ever save and reload. At least we weren't in combat. That was hilarious. I don't see a red dot anywhere. We should be getting a holy attack from somewhere. I did see our allies coming, but I don't know where they went. The map is going crazy on me. Recruit deliveries on the way. Okay, so the raid is right behind the reinforcements, but the reinforcements took the water route. We can turn to see these guys coming. Oh yeah, there's the Flotsam, and there's the Holy Nation. I'll be damned. These guys are gonna get absolutely destroyed, though. I just don't see it going hot for them. I really don't. They're still trying to figure out how to even get to the gate. We'll shoot at that guy. Why not? No, 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 don't shoot at the Flotsam Ninja. Jesus. Yeah, get him. Sorry, guys, you didn't get here in time to help us. You're going to have to do what you can out there. I guess we could open the gate just to see if that gets them to actually come to the right place. Yeah, sorry, my dude, but I'm not letting any of the paladins in. You're too late. Shoot that nerd. Don't let him hit the gate. I was gonna say. I think our area is a little too wide, and like the guys on this side can't shoot over there, and vice versa. I'd like to let the Flotsam Ninja come in here and chill. I just don't want any random Lulladins getting in. These paladins are not getting it very good. They're getting blasted while they're trying to swim. This is why we picked this location. Oh, he lost a limb. That's brutal, man. Ah, they're stealing their med kits. Brutal. I'm honestly not sure we need to leave the gate closed with the way these dorks got toasted. That was pretty good. We're going to want to craft some samurai armor and leg plates for our guys up here, just so we can make sure everybody stays repaired. Like, this guy got shot. Some people are going to get lit up here and there, you know, it happens. Are there any paladins left alive? I think we cooked them. There it goes. Holy Nation assault has ended. And then we should see, yeah, our recruits are coming. It's pretty great seeing the Holy Nation get absolutely stomped by our water feature. You gotta love it. Well, now we've got our recruitment set up. We fought off our first major attack from the Holy Nation, which I didn't even expect to be coming. What are you up to, Cat? Go dump those resources. All the building materials are probably full. Let's pick up Daphne here. And we can move them into this squad. And we'll have Daphne carry all the stuff we're about to sell. Ooh, we do need a new science room. That does remind me. Do we have room in here for a science bench? Did we totally fill it up? We totally filled it up. That's okay. We need a new building. We'll do a storm house. This will be specifically for research. It's not really going to serve any other purpose. But we'll just make sure Cat doesn't sell any of that stuff off of Daphne. Did we grab all of the sticky stuff? That is the question. We did. Okay. Beep. You're going to come off of engineering and just keep working. Cat, we're going to have you go to Flats Lagoon. Sell them that good stuff. And this is just really how we plan to get the kind of stuff we need. This is just going to let us buy and get enough money to get recruits, and then we're going to focus on getting our crafters going. I think that's good for training. Oh yeah, we need to get. We've still got some stuff we need. Oh, we can buy ancient science books here. buy all of those. Man, that burned up most of our money. Did we leave anything here? Nope, not a damn thing. Okay. Well, now we'll head back. And that's kind of what we'll do, is do some quick hash runs. We did score some pretty major science stuff, so that's going to help a lot. That'll be nice. It is nice how close we are, too. We're not going to be able to afford a ton of recruits, though, if we don't sell some more stuff. So that's why we're keeping Beep operating that machine. We're not going to have him doing literally anything else. We're already on research bench 6, which is pretty kick-ass. Alright, we need human females. Human female ladies. Okay. We gotta come up with names for these people. There's Tabitha. Megan? I don't know, man. We're just doing names out here. Okay, we're not trying to go crazy. Move up the animals since they don't ever change. Well, not up in front of everybody, but not at the back. Cat will be her right hand lady. And then we'll bring everybody inside. Why are they so bad at swimming? That seems kind of racist, right? Like, they can't be that bad. Alright, you leave. We're not hiring dudes no matter how much you want us to. It's just not a thing. What all? How expensive is this paladin gear? We'll grab some loot. Shoddy. We don't want shoddy. Yikes. Oh, some holy sentinels tried to leave. Got absolutely crushed. I love it. Oh, we accidentally shot the human recruit. Is he dead? He's dying. We're gonna first aid that guy. Somebody. First aid that guy. We did not mean to kill you, my dude. Give all that shit to Cat to sell. Cat, you good? You gonna heal that guy? No, he's dead already? We were too slow. Poor guy. Shouldn't have been running in the crossfire, I guess. Or that's the pitiful excuse we'll use for why we murdered that guy. Our skeletons didn't give a damn. They were like, shit happens. Alright, so we've started recruiting. We're pulling in people. We need to start training them, at least a little bit. And we need to get our science up. Who all has science in their backpack? Cat, you don't. Is it just Daphne? That's funny. Oh, what are these? Reavers? Do we have a whole Reaver attack coming? Yeah, we do. They're gonna regret that. That's just simply not going to work for us. Sorry, man. Defeated before we even really noticed it was a thing. That's beautiful. That's what I like to see. That's how I want our base defense going pretty much from now on. We do need one guy that it's just his job to be like on passive healing everybody. I think that's what I want to do. I want to pick one more guy. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on this side. 12 on that side. Okay. Okay, we're gonna pick one of you. And your entire job is just doing robotics. So who can spare a robot repair kit? I feel like somebody had to have some, right? Nope, we need robot repair kits. Okay. Fourth over on workers. Thrall, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna go to the front of turret gunners. Alright, you go trade. And your entire purpose is going to be to make sure everybody stays patched up. Now my question is, can Daphne come out here and grab anything? I don't think she can. No, Daphne can't pick anything up. That's fine. So his whole job is going to be to wear some armor and go around, you know, healing everybody while wearing Holy Nation armor. But he'll keep our turret gunners from dying off to each other's shots until we can get them armored up. Okay, let's see if I can get a backpack because we can make him a good looter too. Yeah, you've got a spare backpack. Go trade him. And we'll make him into a looter of sorts as well. He can be the one that goes out there in heavy armor to make sure we get the good loot off of people. What? What do you... Oh, it doesn't stack? Really? Interesting. That is strange that that doesn't stack, but okay. Yeah. We're gonna have to give him that backpack too. And then he can go trade with Daphne is pretty much our go-to for taking things and selling them. So that stuff's gonna fetch me a nice price in Flats Lagoon, I bet. And we're just gonna take any nonsense. off of these guys that they don't need. If they have any. There we go. This stuff, you know, it's 120 cats. It's not nothing. Really, the main thing I want to do here is just make sure Daphne's loaded up whenever we go to do any trade runs. It's like Beep's still at it. And now we've got our repair guy there ready to make sure our gunners don't stay knocked down too long if they do get bopped around a little bit. And we do have to wait for each individual instance of that guy to come and drop off recruits, which is a little too bad, but it's just something to keep in mind. We don't want to spam it. We're not going to worry about harpoon turrets. We need to get edge walkers. So we need 4 AI cores. That's going to be a pain in the ass. And then we need more science books. I think we're going to have to send like Cat or somebody else just to try and acquire those. Or we have to start with the advanced weapon grades and do that. But it's just such a waste. You know, going through all of the advanced weapon grades when we're just going to skip to edgewalkers eventually sucks. I would rather have somebody go be a super sneak and do it that way if we can, if at all possible. Now that did make us a pretty penny. We do want to hold on to a lot of that money though. We're not ready to pass that off just yet to get other stuff. don't really want to put it into getting more recruits until we have edge walkers and can start crafting up the weapons they need, and we also need a training facility. So I think a station house will make a great place to. This will be where we could do our training. And then for crafting, we're going to need a spot for the armor crafting, which can be in here. I don't think we need that big of a spot for crafting. Because really, we're going to make the fabric here up by beep. And then we'll just want them to run into here and craft. For our weapons crafting, we're going to need to be somewhere in the middle. We need fabric and iron. So our weapons crafting would probably be over here, as weird as that is. That's not going to work. I don't want to have to run that far. Maybe we'll set up another hydroponics operation over here. That might make the most sense. And we're going to need steel. I don't necessarily want them spending all of their time crafting. Alright, so we're going to build our weaponsmith right here, for better or for worse. And then any heavy armor smithing we do can also be right here. Just that way, they're halfway between, and while it does involve a lot of running, that's mostly my fault. I shouldn't have put the farm over there, but I don't want to waste materials this early into it. Alright, I think, unfortunately, that's where we're going to have to call it. We did get quite a bit of work done. We finished recruiting for all of our mechanical laborers and turret gunners, because we obviously don't need more than this, it looks like. We've got some money to do more recruitment. We're going to be able to buy at least a few AI cores. We are probably going to look at crafting our own. I don't think I want to risk people all that much. I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't think we have anyone on engineering. Oh, we do. Okay. I don't want to necessarily risk cat just yet if we don't have to. I do have a mod that allows me for an extreme expense to craft AI cores, so that's what we'll do. I know it's been short streams lately. Everything with the schedule is kind of tight. I'm going to try and throw in bonus streams anytime I can. Keep you guys updated on my tallest. This playthrough has honestly started so rough. We're just now finally getting going. And then we're going to have these crazy super ninja warrior ladies who are little bobble-headed ladies. We're probably going to get them different masks from these gas masks, just so you can actually see that they're the cultists. We may even go without helmets. We might risk it. We might be crazy. I don't know. But I like the idea of maybe giving them glasses and no hat even. But we'll see. But they're going to be little cybernetic short bobblehead girls with like 156 dexterity, just trained through the wazoo. How we're going to get there, I don't know if I'm going to kidnap some beak things or what we're going to do exactly. But the main idea will be to just get them some basic training and then send them out into the world once their cybernetic enhancements have been put on them. But we'll wrap it up there. I've got to go take care of some doggos, and they are losing it. They must really need some help. So I'm going to take them out, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, the plan is to finish selling our hash as it comes up, and then we're going to do more recruitment. And while we're doing recruitment, we're going to research and make money. If we come here in research, all we need some ancient science books and engineering research. So we're going to try and acquire those so that we can make our own AI cores, because it'll cost money and materials, but if we're making them ourselves, it won't be that bad, and then we don't have to risk anyone before crafting our good weapons. So we can leave the base as overpowered cybernetic warriors. But that's it for now. That's it for today. Like I said, we're going to have to try and get these in and be efficient, but today was short and sweet. I will catch you guys.